Hello guys and welcome back to MRC. We are here in Imola for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix for Tier 1. Again, we've just crowned a new champion in Tier 2 in C8 Lou. He is a first-time champion in MRC, but I'm sure he will be fighting with the big boys in Season 18. We round up Season 17 now in Tier 1. Obviously, the champion is Mr. Ben. And someone has finally dethroned the Italian stallion, who will be looking for a little bit of vengeance tonight in his home country. So let's see how he fares heading into this race. But tonight I'm joined by the man that's probably slowly but sure, well, probably already is, the voice of Tier 1. It's Mr. Andrew Monster. How are you?
Have you missed me, everybody? Although, to be fair, you had me pretty much last week. As Connor says, welcome to the season finale. Welcome to Imola. Welcome to the Emilia-Romagna region. Let's end this season on a high.
Yep, we certainly will. Tier 1 never fail to disappoint, do they? So,
no, especially after the race we had back last week in Kota. And as you said, may I be... The first thing to say on this comms is a congratulations to the new champion in Ben.
Yeah, most certainly. He's had a brilliant season. He's been a level above, especially in one lap pace. Obviously, him and Eugenie have had some tremendous fights across virtually every race. I think I've commentated about 5 or 6 in Tier 1 this season, and every time it's been a race to the end between those two. So... yeah, there's a few guys though this season that show they can bring it to them, like Bobo, like Saviour, like Ant. Those guys have really shown they can take the fight to the front as well. So hopefully next season they can do it on a more consistent basis.
Oh, here's hoping, definitely. I'm looking forward to the next season. It's going to be an absolute belter of a season next season for Tier 1. I can't wait. Eugenie's redemption arc. As I say, is Saviour going to come? Is Saviour going to come back? When Saviour's going to come back, is he going to be able to take the fight back again to these two? Is Bobo going to be up there? Chris Bailey and Amar Hodgie. There's so many possibilities going into next season.
Yeah, there certainly is. I mean,
I cannot wait.
Yeah, all it takes is a good run from someone, and it can all tip on its head very, very quickly.
Oh, definitely. As we've unfortunately got the first lap of the night invalidated because of there. Speaking of the Middlesbrough Maestro, I'm going to have a quick look at him.
I'm currently on with the Middlesbrough Maestro as well. I'm currently on with him now in his Ferrari, so let's
He's got the 12th man with him tonight. He's got the Tifosi cheering him on.
Good evening, Fake Connor. How are you? Good evening, Carl. See you both in the YouTube chat.
Wait, we've got Fake Connor in here tonight.
Yeah, he's the guy that's currently winning the Tier 4 championship.
I'm gonna give him a new nickname.
Real Connor.
No, I'm gonna give him Connor from Timu.
Oh, okay.
We love him really.
I had nothing to do with that, by the way. just to make it absolutely clear. But here
Calvin's,
comes the first.
That's the first lap.
Calvin's done 15-0. What can Mark do? He's done a 15-7 for a first lap.
Not a bad lap for Big Banker.
Let's go and have a look at another man who's at his home Grand Prix in Sociopath. Let's see what he can do. A 16-0. Let's go have a look at Jax. Just done a 41-4. I think he's driving a boat.
He is in the Williams. No, as G-Star takes 5th place on the 16-0. It's very tight at the moment, as I say, between a few cars. Bailey's in P3, just a tenth ahead of his teammate.
Yeah, 15-6 from Bailey. That's not the fastest lap he'll ever do, but let's go and have a look at the Italian stallion, the 7-time MRC champion, Eugenie. He's actually not invalidated. That's why. I was going to say, why is Eugenie doing a 119? Something's not right here. Let's have a look at Armar Red, a man that I think genuinely next season is my tip for top 3 in Tier 1 in the championship.
14-8 from Bobo.
Yeah, brilliant that from Bobo. Ooh,
That's a good shout.
yeah.
Actually, I could see Armar as the dark horse for next season.
As I said that, he's just had a big lock up into Ravazza 1.
No, it's what we don't want to see from the Alpine man, but he pushes on.
Wait, I've just realised Ben's not racing.
Oh, he's not.
I've only just picked up on this.
I've only just noticed it myself, but I remember seeing one of our chats the other day that he was unable to race that night, unfortunately. So he has taken the title, and he's decided to go off a little early holiday. But I joke, Ben. Don't worry.
I don't blame him, though, to be honest. But let's have a look at Kaiser Soze. He's done a 16.6 for his first lap, but I think he might have got a bit of traffic at the end of his lap, which cost him a tiny bit. Let's go and have a look at Mr. Mahmoudev, who is in the Kick Sauber.
The Monster Cannon Wheels, a friend of mine has dubbed it.
Yeah.
This car.
Do you know what, right? At the start of the season, I hated delivery. It's grown on me.
It's a nice livery, but I think a lot of people have been liking this team a lot more now with just how well they've been doing in real life at the moment. I mean, the point scoring streak they've been on in real life, Hulkenberg's podium, Bortoletto driving like a man possessed this season. He's been fantastic.
Well, he started quite slow, but recently, yes, he's been absolutely superb in that Kick Sauber, arguably just as good as Hulkenberg. I mean, obviously, Hulkenberg had his sensational podium in Silverstone. But
yeah, I think Bortoletto's in with a shout, probably for best rookie of the year.
Yeah, Hajar's dropped off a lot.
Although I know Antonelli's in a lot better car.
Well, again, Antonelli recently has been pretty poor, it has to be said.
Bortoletto's punched well above his weight.
Yeah, definitely. Hajar started well, but he's kind of dropped off a lot recently, so he's not really...
As Mahmoudev finishes his lap,
let's see what Notorious can do in the Haas. He's about to come round Ravazza number 2. Let's see what he can do. He's going to cross the line. A 14.8.
Goes pole.
That is insanely close between him and Bobo. 15.0 from Ant as well. He's into P3. Eugeni's back out on a new set of softs.
That is interesting from himself, and I'm wondering if he's going to be... Is he going to be, as I say, is he going to try and get a lap on the board? Is he going to just...
This is very...
I think for this...
Yeah.
I think for this race, I think what he's going to want to do is go, right, okay, I unfortunately lost the title. I want to bounce back. I want to show the fact is, yes, Ben's not here, but I can still show I'm strong driver, and he's got the talent to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Jamie just said Calvin's got to get pole or he's leaving the Calvin fan club. Fair.
Calvin's not that far off.
He's not at the minute,
He's
but
only a couple of tenths.
But the GOAT is just starting his lap. But I was about to say, it's very uncharted territory what we're seeing from Eugeni now. He's been, he's invalidated. This is wild. This is not something you are used to from Eugeni. The only good thing is he won't have used much of his tyres up there, so he can probably use them again.
Are you going for a last to first attempt here, Eugeni?
I don't think he is. I think he's starting to get a little bit frustrated. Airways into P6. What a great lap from the Tier 2 driver.
Yeah, as I say, he's got his eye in a little bit more, as I say, because of obviously with the Tier 2 race earlier being on track, so we'll see here, but I'm just gone on with the Alpine man of Bobo.
Yeah, I'm currently on with Chris Bailey. He's just coming to the end of the second sector. Let's see. 3 tenths up, so this is... He can find a bit in the final sector. He could find himself around the top 3 here, potentially.
Bobo, unfortunately, he's met a bit of traffic at the pits. It was one of the Ferraris.
That would be Mark Hodgson then, I think. Because
Yeah, I
Chris
think
is just
Bobo's
coming
backed
around with
out.
Batsa number 2, so let's see what Chris
Bobo's
can
backed out
do.
the lap, I think.
Across the line, 15.1 into P5. Good luck for the Ferrari man. Calvin into P3 with a 14.8. 3,000ths of a second off Bobo.
875 to 872, yeah. And I'm just going on with the other Alpine at the moment in Armour.
Do you want some news very quickly?
Please.
Mr. Damiano Ugioni is purple in Sector 1.
We've got a purple Sector 2 for Armour.
Is Ugioni about to beat that?
To give him a tow.
Ugioni, purple Sector 2.
Little lock-up for Armour into the Ravazza.
Let's see what Mr. Damiano can do. Heading down to Ravazza 1. Yeah, Armour seems to be struggling a lot in the Ravazzas. I've noticed this.
Stays P10 on a 15.7.
Here comes Ugioni. Wow, what a lap. A 14.3.
Okay, that's the signal he wants to put into this now. Just going, right.
I'm still the best.
I may have lost my title. I have lost the title, but I'm still one of the big hitters here.
Yeah. I don't think anyone doubted that anyway, but no, he's definitely got... I think tonight's just a point to prove him in a way, like, I'll be back next season.
This is a mic. This is essentially to Ugioni. This is just a mic drop. He's just going, right. Drop the mic. Walk off stage.
Tell you what, though, a certain Dutchman is on an absolute flyer in Bobo here. He's 3/10 up at the end of the middle sector.
That will put him onto 14.5. I don't think
Let's see what he can...
far, but I'm just keeping an eye on Mr. Hodgson.
Can he get anywhere near the time of Mr. Damiano Ugioni? Let's see. Across the line. Oh, 14.4. What a lap from
This
Bobo.
is going to be a good lap from Hodge. P7!
Good lap from Hodge.
Great for the Ferrari man.
Yeah, him and Chris are glued together at the minute.
Yeah, very good qualifying from him tonight.
He's not going to be happy with how surprised you sound.
He knows I'm joking. He
knows
we love each other really.
Yeah. No, I mean,
as I say, we're good friends off track. So
if I say it, he gets upset, so I'll let you say it. Yeah, and good luck from him. And still within a big shout of pole here.
He is, but looking at it interestingly as well at the moment, there's only one team at the moment with both cars in the top 10, and that's Ferrari.
Yeah, certainly is. It's going to be an interesting one from those guys.
Ant's on Bobo's on a slowdown. Joni's back in the box. We've still got yellow flags, so we don't know how long's left of the session.
Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it?
It is. It's not the cleanest of design issues we have with this game, but EA, you are still working on it, and we're looking forward to, as I say, to next. Well, as I say, we've had the update ready. As I say, I think the new season's out soon for the rewards, isn't it?
Possibly. I really don't have a clue, if I'm totally honest. But possibly. I don't play this game a whole lot. Good luck from Mahmood though. He's just gone P8. Let's gonna have a look at It's Only KG and see what he can do. Also a tier 2 driver who's now stepped up to tier 1 for the night. Going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm interested to see what he can do here. Let's have a look. He's coming down to Ravazza number 1 and numero 2. So
Chris is on his final. I don't know why Chris always seems to do this. He always seems to go out earlier than a lot of other people. He always seems to go out way before a lot of the top runners.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, he likes to do that. I think it's just. I think some of it comes down to a traffic kind of thing.
Well, to be fair, this is a very narrow track in itself anyway, so traffic is going to be a very big issue.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, but Ujoni's on a quick warm-up. He's going to be coming through on this one. A lot of cars are rolling now.
Yeah, they certainly are. I'm currently on with Nick BT. So let's see what he can do.
He's boxed.
Yeah, let's go and have a look at... interesting. Let's go have a look at Mr. J Sarge. I know he's had a pretty quiet session, but been very good at the same time.
P10 for him at the moment. And just keeping an eye on Ujoni's lap. See if he's going to move these goalposts a little bit further. I'm
sure. Oh, well, I think he's just started his lap, hasn't he? So I'm going to stay with Mr. Sarge.
Yeah, he's just
no, Sarge is invalidated. I'm not going to do that.
Chicane now. He's a 10th up.
Right, let's go to Mr. Damiano Ujoni then and see what.
Oh, the hill he goes towards Piratella. Keeps it well within the lines. Down the hill towards the Aqua Minerale. That McLaren looks glued. He's got this set up really nice. Wow, 3/10. Are we going to see? Could we see a 13 from him?
Yeah, it's very possible at this stage.
Gonna be comes down the hill. He's gonna be. No, the Haas is far enough away. Beautiful run through the last two Ravazzas. He gets it! 13-9,
yeah, he does.
Wow!
Lap.
What a flipping lap. That's an indication of just going to the rest of them. And Ben. Ujoni, I'm gonna be one of the ones to watch next season.
Yeah, most certainly. I'm going to go on board with the man who is currently in Manchester. Colin has an owl, Colin has a zoo, but he's now called Calvin. So what does he have left in the tank? Let's see his first sector time. He's a 10th up, so it's a good little start from Calvin on this lap.
He could push him ahead of Notorious. If he gets enough run, he could be around that. Who is just starting his out lap. Bobo's just gotten his. I'll keep an eye on Bobo and Nance, see how they go.
Yeah, most certainly. He's coming to the end of the second sector. What is Calvin going to be doing? He's actually lost time. He's only a half a 10th up, so it'll be enough to put him above Notorious still for now, but he might find some in the final sector.
Bobo just about 10th down. Ants couple of hundreds.
See what Calvin can do around the final Ravat. So let's have a look. Gonna cross the line. A 14.6. It puts him up to 4 for the time being. Let's gonna have a look at Bobo. A 10th up from Bobo.
Yeah, this will put him. I don't think he's gonna get pole, but I think he's gonna protect the second place.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't see his split time.
But don't forget, Bobo did have a big moment out of the last Ravazza on his fast lap. So let's have a look. 14.1, what a lap!
He got close. He really got close.
He gained so much. He gained nearly 0.3 of a second in the final sector.
14.6 for Ant, stage P3.
Let's go have a look at G-Star. He's the last man. What's he doing? Yeah, he's slowed down. I think he's made a mistake. So
he's bailed on the lap. That's a statement.
Qualifying is done. Who's impressed you the most there? Other than Ujoni, of course.
I'll give it to a few drivers actually. Notorious is looking strong, as I say, in P5 with this one. Calvin as well, P4. That's great qualifying from him as well. Note and shout outs as well to Chris Bailey, to Armar.
Yeah, definitely.
Airways as well for the tier 2 reserve, and to Hodgie as well for a very solid top 10 qualifying there. But I'll let you go through the grid.
Yeah, it was a very, very strong qualifying, that's for sure. Jamie's not happy with Calvin. He's called him a fraud. I think P4 is a good effort from Calvin, if you ask me.
Especially with this caliber of opposition.
Yeah, definitely.
This one, but we will let the...
So, your qualifying results. Journey takes pole, Bobo is second, Ant is in third, Calvin fourth, Notorious in fifth, Chris Bailey in sixth, Amar seventh, Airways is in P8, Mark P9, Mahmood in P10, J-Sarge P11, Sociopath P12, KG 13th, G-Star 14th, K's Associate 15th, Jackson 16th, GTS Drag King in 17th, Nick BT 18th, Law P 19th, and Jules, I think, may have a quali ban in P20. Who's your prediction to win? Other than you, Joni, you can't say him. That's the boring pick.
I will go probably, if it's not Ujoni to win this one, it'll be Bobo or Ant, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good shout.
But I think one advantage I know Ant has because of how he drives, he is exquisite on tyre wear.
Yeah, he definitely is.
If he can stay with the front two and maybe try for an overcut here, because there's only really one overtaking spot at this track, and that is into the first corner, Tamburello. Or if you get a good run up towards Tozer, you might have something, but it's if he can keep with them, keep the tyres fresh, they pit, he pushes a bit more, there's a couple of quali laps. Ant's could be a dark horse of this one.
Ant's always in with a chance. I mean, I think, was it Hungary? He was, like, actually winning the race, but the penalty towards the end almost ruined it for him. But, no, Ant's definitely got a chance. I believe Bobo is proving his worth this season, particularly in, I believe he's winning the Tier 0 championship. I could be wrong, but I believe he is. Yeah, has he actually won it? Oh, he has won it. He's 50 points clear. So Bobo actually is a Tier 0 champion. So, yeah.
He's making a good shout for himself to be a contender for next season in this.
I think next season, you're going to see Ant properly in it. Saviour, I think, will be back properly next season and really in the mix. I think you'll see Bobo definitely in it. I think Armar's my dark horse for next season as well.
Yeah, that's a very good shout with that. I can see, looking with how tasty this season has been and where it's going to end up next season, I could see it being one of six. It could be six, seven drivers who could be in for the shout next season to wins and championship.
Because I will say, I think we may see a different side to Ujoni next season. Now that he's been beaten, and I'm not saying that he's going to be a dirty driver or anything like that. I mean, like he may change the way he drives. He might become a bit more attacking, because one thing we've seen about Ujoni is he's kind of just happy to sit behind someone and then risk it all on the last lap. But I think next season he might try and, dominate like he used to. There used to never be any messing around from Ujoni. It used to be, I'm winning this race and I'm winning it from the start. You know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying completely. He's going to go into next season in a different position. He's been the one that's been hunted for the last 5-6 seasons. Now he's going to be one of the hunters after Ben.
That's a scary thought, to think Ujoni's going to be a hunter. Really?
Yeah, that is not the one of few people in this league you do not want to be hunting you down. But Imola, it's classic track. been around for a while. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be on the 26 schedule, is it?
I don't know.
I think it has been taken off
I
for the
personally
new
won't
Madrid
miss it.
circuit. I will. I mean, I grew up in an era where this track was. This was like the first European race of the season. People were always bringing
Again though,
updates here.
it was one of them where it suited those cars a lot more than it does these cars. These cars, again, it's similar to Monaco in a way. These cars are too big for this circuit. You know, it's the same reason why Manicourt used to be a iconic track in F1, but
love that place.
If they drove there now, it would be a very massive bore fest because the cars are too big for it. So it's like, unless they can, this track is a very, very narrow track. Let's just say that. I mean, even
very old school.
Even trying to make an overtake into turn one, you've got to be inch perfect. So let's go and have a little look at the tyres because we are underway. So the top 13 all start on mediums. G-Star's on soft. Then you've got Nick on hards, Jules on hards, and Lorpy on the softs. I think medium is a sensible start tyre.
Well, I've heard from a very anonymous source who shall remain nameless. I think his name rhymes with Bark Modson, I think.
I was going to say, I already knew who you was talking about before you even said that. but yes.
Well, I've heard there's the possibility, just when we thought Tier 1 couldn't throw one last teensy-weensy little bitty wrench into proceedings, there's going to possibly be rainfall by the end of the race.
Interesting.
So, 32 laps to end the season, folks. Hope you've got your snacks, hope you've got your drinks, because this one is going to be a big one.
Yes, it definitely is. I mean, it's a shame Ben's not here for the finale. I mean, it would have been great to see him at the front one more time with Eugenie, Bobo, and Calvin. Let's throw Calvin in the mix as well. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think
it would be nice, but
it's going to be interesting. I'm also looking at the way Eugenie just parked his car on the start grid.
Aiming it straight at Bobo.
Well, no, he's more aiming it so he doesn't have to turn the corner. It's just a straight line. He's actually been very smart with what he's done.
Well, as you said, as I was going to say, this track has changed a little bit, as I say, because this is one long straight now. It used to have a chicane.
Yeah, I remember that. Straight, yeah, so yeah, I remember that. That was because I once played the F1 2005 Championship Edition, I think it was called, on PS3, and
oh yeah, definitely. That's going back a bit.
But we have 3, 4, 5 red lights, and for the final time in Tier 1. We are racing. It's a brilliant getaway from Eugenie, and it's also a brilliant getaway from Ant. There's a lot of ghosted cars here, though.
Ant's looking like he's going to be up the inside of the Alpine, but no, Bobo managed to hold off. J-Sarge has had a cracking start by the looks of it. He's up 3 spots already. Yeah,
it's a P8. Brilliant getaway from him. There's a yellow flag at the back. I think that might be Jules, who's had a moment somewhere.
It is, yeah, unfortunately, but...
Ant's having a look around the outside into Is that Villeneuve? I don't know which chicane that is.
Tozer, yeah.
Tozer,
yeah,
that's what I meant.
Chicane going to Tozer, but he's looking like he's getting a whole line astern at the moment.
Yeah.
Calvin keeps hold of his P4. Notorious still P5. Chris.
Mark's not had a great start though. He's down to 11th.
No, little bit of a unfortunate start for him. Still got car still in one piece for him, so he's still not out of this yet.
I'll tell you what though, Eugenie is looking very
great. Mercedes are out in a fight as well between each other up the top of the hill towards Ryan's Alta. Sorry.
Yeah, both Tier 2 drivers, I've realised.
Yeah, Toto's been looking at the Junior Academy drivers again in Tier 2, seeing trying to evaluate him up for next season, but nope, it all seems pretty good first lap. I think Jules is having a bit of a problem down the back. I'll have a quick look.
I wonder if he's maybe got some sort of damage. No, he's carry on going, so maybe he just had a moment or contact into turn 2, it looked like, so...
Yeah, front wing looks
possibly.
fine.
Let's hope he's able to keep going. He did have that quali band, so he was on the back foot instantly. But,
yeah, but he's gonna have all the fresh. He's gonna have all his tyres fresh. But Notorious is climbing all over the back of Calvin at the moment.
Yeah, I was just about to point this out. He's looking very, very racy early on here. He's a fairly new driver to MRC, and I'll tell you what. I mentioned the people I think could be in contention next season. If he can, oh, big moment!
I think he's had a moment. Chris is ahead.
That was a huge twitch. That might be his new nickname. Might be Thibaut Courtois. That was save of the season, or as Andrew would like to call him, Emiliano Martinez.
Thank you. At least you know where to say who the best goalkeeper is.
He used to play for Reading. That's why I love him.
But look at what we've made him. But back to the action tonight, and Chris is up a spot. I thought I could hear the cheering from the Tifosi.
Yeah, Chris has gained that spot. Mark is sort of stuck a little bit behind. Oh, Notorious has lost another place this time to Armour.
Yeah, Armour's gone around the outside of him. As I said early on in the 5-minute break, that's pretty much the best overtaking spot here, as I say, turn 1, because I think there's only one DRS here, so I think there's a car off at the back.
Oh, Notorious having a look up the inside of Armour. There's no contact between the two. I think Notorious has wing damage.
Yeah, there's a bit of damage at the back as well, because I think G-Star and I think Keyser's had a bit of a collision.
Well, it doesn't look like Notorious has wing damage, but there was definitely debris that flew in the air. So
He doesn't seem like he's got damage. He's right back all over the back of the Alpine again.
But I had a helicopter view and you saw loads of things go in the air, whether it was sparks or something from the contact possibly. But something definitely went in the air. But Bobo's doing a very good job here at holding on to Eugenie.
Yeah, he's got a coat hanger just like hooked onto the back of that McLaren wing and just going, right.
Here he comes.
Pulling me along whether you like it or not.
And he's now taking the lead.
I don't think Eugenie fought that one as much as he should. I think he knew the DRS was going to be overpowering, and I don't think he fought that too much. I think he's playing it smart.
Oh, Mark's out.
Hart is out.
That's the exit of turn 2. Well, exit of 1 into 2. I think maybe his car snapped and... Oh, Sose's out. I think that was pit lane though.
Yeah, is that a full safety car?
Yes, it is. I can see the yellow dot on my screen.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Hodgie, especially after an incredible qualifying from him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was contact potentially with either Mahmood or KG, because that's sort of who is in between. But I'm sure we'll find out if it was. But, yeah, it's looking interesting here.
I've just checked one of the chats. Let's stop.
Contact? Yes or no?
I don't know. But we won't gloss over that. We have a race to finish as Eugenie's dived in.
Yeah, that's... Actually, a few have. Antis followed, Calvin has, Chris has, Armour has, but interestingly, the leader stays out.
Notorious 10 seconds.
Oh.
Speeding in the pit lane.
I have to say, although speeding in a pit lane is a big thing, right? I feel like 10 seconds is a bit harsh on this game.
The problem is with this pit lane, it's a very short entrance in off a very high-speed corner.
This might be the worst pit entry on the calendar. Other than Belgium. Other than Belgium.
I'll throw it up there with Monza as well.
Oh no, Monza's is fine. I find that one okay, because you can almost brake quite late for that one. Silverstone's is a bit of a pain, because it's a slower one as well. But
yeah, but I know there was Silverstone as well. There was that incident I saw with one of the higher league races, I think, with Jana Watmir.
Yeah. It was oh yeah, I saw that, and then he got a penalty, even though there was actually not even a rule stating something was wrong, if that makes sense. But the guys that have stayed out, I don't blame Nick BT and Jules for staying out because they're on the hard tyre. That makes sense towards their strategy. It would be silly for them to pit at this stage. But I am surprised. I mean, Bobo was kind of in a bit of a... Almost being in the lead there was not good for Bobo because
Bobo staying
it
out
meant he had to be the person that made the decision. I feel like Johnny would have done opposite whatever Bobo did, if that makes sense. So...
Yeah. But
it was.
He's got five cars between him and Ujoni now.
He has, yeah, for sure. And like we've said, track position around this track is very, very important.
But is it going to be cut to the point where Bobo, KG, Nick BT, GTS, and Jules, they need another safety car quite quickly. Otherwise, with the fresher tyres, I hate to sound like I'm being doom and gloom, but I think Ujoni's just going to slice through those cars. And
yeah, I mean...
so will Calvin, Chris, and Armour.
I mean, if there's any track... This is a track where it's not going to be just as easy as slicing through, though, like we said, because there is one DRS zone, and it's virtually near on impossible to overtake anywhere else on this track. So, and almost Bobo can use the advantage of it's actually might be a smart idea for a little bit at least for Bobo to keep these guys in his DRS, and then when he's coming in, then decide to scamper off when he's a few laps before he's going to decide to come in.
Pull a Carlos Sainz Singapore 2023. What are you saying?
Yes, definitely that.
I think with everyone, as I say, I think they know what it means as we go to the safety car in at the end of this lap.
We certainly are. So, when is Bobo going to go? The thing is, after the final corner, you don't actually have much time to decide because once the final corner is done, the line comes in very, very quickly.
Oh, I found out now. I see now Jamie's left the Calvin fan club and gone to the Ant fan club. But 15 watchers at the moment so far for the season finale. I hope everyone who's watching, I hope you've rung that button and subscribed before this race restarts. And
left a like on the video. Because Andrew has an amazing voice and is a brilliant commentator, so deserves a like.
And so are you.
No, Andrew deserves the credit. He's the king. So
no,
please.
I'm not. Come on.
He's the voice of Tier 1, so leave a like for Andrew. Anyway,
and
Bobo
yourself, but let's get back to this.
Going! Let's see. KG had a little look, but he wasn't quite close enough to be able to get the move done around the outside.
Yeah, and I think Nick's going to be looking at that, just thinking, right, I'm going
to... Oh, I'll tell you what, Johnny's on the inside of Jules. What a move that is into build-up, but there's wings flying everywhere.
There's damage somewhere, and I don't know whether
I've just seen at least 5 wings go.
I'm going to check the I'm going to check the cars as they come past.
Ant's missing front wing. Damage, Calvin damage, and I believe Chris damage as well.
Chris 2.
Yeah.
Chris 2. It must be the concertina up the top of the hairpin.
Like, the move from Ujoni was clean, but I think them slowing down caught everyone off guard a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was the Red Bull checking up.
Oh,
that's one car through for Ujoni now. He's hunting down Nick BT, KG, and Bobo, and I can hear a few swears probably coming under Bobo's crash helmet at the minute. He's thinking, I don't want to see this guy anywhere near me at the moment.
I think it'll be worse from the few cars behind as well, the ones that got wing damage off of all of that. Did Jules get damaged? No, Jules actually got away with it.
Jules is fine, but I don't think any of them have hit it.
A track like this is one of the worst you can get wing damage at because the downforce is vital round here.
Ujoni, it looks like he's trying to push the Aston Martin around half of these corners.
The thing is, Nick can do a favour to his teammate, but the issue is it's already done. As I say that,
Ujoni's got the traction difference.
Is back into P3 on his hard tyres. So next up for him, it's only KG. KG's done well though. He's kept on Bobo for the first couple of laps here, but he's really struggling on the tyres. And here comes Ujoni into the chicane. Oh,
yeah,
he's trying everything.
But I think he's gonna have the run. He's gonna have the run.
He's just tried like a mini switchback, and KG
like
didn't
candy
bite
from
it.
A baby.
I don't think KG thought it. I think he kind of let him go. But
if this rear wing opens, Bobo, you're in trouble, my friend.
No, oh it does.
Yep, it has opened.
Let's go on board. There's also a battle behind. Let's watch that actually between Nick and KG. Nick is through.
I think Nick's through on him, P3.
Yeah, they both had DRS, so Nick got a very good X out of the second Ravazza. Jules has passed GTS as well for P5, so Jules' hards are definitely working well.
Yeah, he's got these heated up quite nicely as he's right all over the back of the Alpine at the moment, I think. Did Armar have some damage?
I wonder if he also got damage with the other guys as well, because he was right with them, wasn't he? So I do wonder if he got caught up in all of that.
And he's still in the gaggle of cars with Calvin, Chris. The Taurus is all over the back of it. I think Sarge has just got a bit wide. Oh, bit of contact with the Sauber.
Can have a little look at this battle.
He's got a bit of wing damage himself on there, but the Sauber's joined the front wing damage alliance at the moment. I'm just going to come up with new names every time. But yeah,
the lead's about to change. Yeah, Mudev's definitely driving well. Thing is, Sarge has looked very good so far in this race weekend. So
yeah, there we go, right around the outside.
Nice and easy, the tyre advantage there.
Yeah,
Calvin and GT. Oh, Airways out. That could really play. Is that pit lane? Oh.
Yeah, it's pit lane. I don't think it's going to be bringing a safety car out. But
that's a shame, because I thought that was going to help.
Real nice
I thought that was going to bring Bobo back into this then. With
Chris
that,
up the inside of him though.
Can have a look.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut across here. I got a good helicopter shot. Coming up from there, GTS is wheel to wheel with Chris at the top of the hill. GTS has gone rally crossing.
Yeah, there was a wheel bag between the two, and I think that's in GTS flying.
They look like that. Chris was far enough alongside by the looks of it. It looked like it was pretty much wheel on wheel. Yeah, it definitely is. But don't forget, let's not forget, Chris will have struggled a little bit with the turning with that wing damage, as you can see. It's actually quite a bit of damage. Not like there is a bit of structural damage as well there, so it's far from ideal for him. But Nick it's going to be burning his tyres up though as well.
The interesting bit here is Nick is now within the DRS of Bobo. That would really hurt Bobo if Nick passed him, and that's not me slagging Nick off in any way, by the way. But it's more, Bobo does not want to lose that P2. He needs to at least keep Ujoni in his sights. I wonder if the option for Bobo now is to go for the one stop though.
But this is the thing though as well, Bobo's on 10 lap mediums, Nick's on 10 lap halves, they're going to be feeling a world difference. But I'm keeping an eye on this battle outside of the top four, as I say, Calvin.
Yeah, I've just cut to that. Chris is now going.
And Notorious as well. This is really good racing between these four.
Oh, KG's had a big moment. That's going to open the opportunity for Notorious as well. And through goes Notorious into P8. Notorious got a penalty, didn't he, if I remember. Nick with a 3 seconds painful.
Yep, Nick joins 3 second club. It's so easy to do around here though, especially with the track limit.
Yeah, they're not ideal sometimes around this track, but they're very inconsistent. That's what I learned. I did like one lap of TT and realised that you can't do a lot.
That fight started.
Oh, Mercedes in. I think KG's failed. Yeah, KG's into the pit
Yeah,
for his first stop.
he's been on those tyres since the beginning of the race. They're not exactly going to be feeling the best at the moment.
No, they're definitely not. But the little gaggle of Calvin, Chris, and Notorious are now after set their sights onto Jules here for P5. Obviously, Jules hasn't pit yet, so. But Notorious is looking incredibly racy behind Chris right now.
Not ideal for the president of the Patrick Bamford fan club.
Nope. And he's actually missing his team play for this very game, for this very race. So
I would have a look at the score, but I don't really want to put Chris off.
I've just looked. Let's just say, I don't think he'll be too angry.
No, we'll let Chris finish his race. We'll let him
Yeah, I'm not going to say any more than that. He just won't be too angry at this stage. But yeah. Let's have a look at Nick, because he is now closing like crazy on Bobo. But Bobo does seem to have a little bit more straight line speed. The way he overtook Eugenie earlier as well. But actually, here comes Nick. He's closing late on down the straight. He has a look up the inside, but he's not quite close enough. Bobo seems to get a very, very good exit out of the second Ravazza.
I wonder if this wing damage for Calvin is hindering him a little bit, because Ant's pulled away now, and
Ant has damage as well, though, doesn't he? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but this gaggle of cars behind Calvin is growing, because it's the Red Bull of Jules. It's Chris.
Well, Calvin just passed Jules. That's the thing.
Yeah. I wonder if it's Jules is holding everyone, is being the cork in the bottle over here.
Chris is having a look now. Oh,
no, he's had to back out there. It would have been brave if he'd have tried and gone that round the outside.
Well, that would have been the third lap of the row, because he went GTS, then he went, who was last lap he went side by side with? KG, then he went, then with Jules. I'd have been like, wow, 3 in a row. That would be brave. 3 seconds for Notorious. These penalties are racking up for the new man in the Haas.
Penalties breed penalties.
Yeah, they certainly do. Ant has still got very strong pace, though, even with the wing damage. So I wonder if they're not feeling the effects maybe too much here. Well, his teammate is also being held up a little bit by Bobo, which I'm just going to cut to because he's having a look round the outside of the Alpine, but Bobo defends it absolutely sublime.
Nick BT's looking ever so racy.
Mahmood's just made a brilliant move on Notorious into turn 1, but Notorious is going to come back into turn 3. They're side by side heading down to Villeneuve. But Mahmood holds on. Brilliant defending there from Mahmood. Oh, big moment for Notorious.
Looking a little bit twitchy, but look who's lurking in the background in the racing ball.
The 3-time former Tier 1 champion.
Although
he's looked a lot more himself today, hasn't he? He's looked way more competitive.
The J Sarge of old.
He's had a few races where he's qualified well and then sort of dropped backwards. Today he's been very consistent in. He's contact between Notorious and Mahmood. Has he got any damage? He sort of just went into the back of Mahmood, so I wonder if he's got any sort of damage.
Possibly, but as I was going to say, with Sarge, he could be one of them ones, as I say, if he gets a good run of races next season, he could be up with that title fight, as Bobo is finally pitted.
Yeah, I think that's sensible from Bobo, but let's have a look, because Nick has let his teammate Ant pass, so Ant now has clean air, but don't forget he does have the damage. I wonder if these guys are even going to bother getting it fixed on the pit stop.
Although, looking at something now at the moment, go back quickly to something we discussed earlier, because this is with how this is looking at the moment with the Constructors' Championship, because we know, as I say, Williams have got the championship wrapped up with Alpine in second, but there is only 2 points separating 3 teams at the moment for P3.
Oh yeah, I was meant to bring you in on this on the 5-minute break, and to be honest, I got a bit sidetracked. So yeah,
don't worry, it's fine.
For bringing this up.
It's Aston Martin on 151. It's Racing Bulls on 150, and McLaren on 149. on the points. Now, Aston still have 2 cars in the race at the moment in second and third.
Yeah, definitely.
Racing Bulls have 1 car up in the points at the moment with Jay Sarge.
Who's his
McLaren
normal teammate?
I'm not 100% sure, but I know McLaren are missing a car, but Joni is leading the Grand Prix.
Yeah. Here goes Mahmood on Jules. Jules he's had a brilliant stint, but I think he's going to have to look at pitting soon.
3-second club.
Yeah, I wonder if the lost wing is hurting a little bit with that. Notorious has also just made the move on Jules. I wonder if Jules had a moment in turn 2 and that opened the opportunity for Notorious to go through, but let's not forget, Notorious will have to pit again, and he will also need to serve that 10 seconds. So, his race
Jules still hasn't pitted yet either, nor has Nick BT.
No, but those guys were on the hard, so I wonder if they're going to try and like drag this out maybe another 4 laps and try just do a 1-stop here, just for something a little bit different.
But we gotta remember as well, as I've just seen Armars back in the pits again, but I heard from an anonymous source before the race started that there is forecast for rain towards the end of this race.
I have to say that we are at half distance now and the sky is still very blue. So, it's like... It's
not as blue as what it was. It's
not as blue as what it was, no, but yeah. We are halfway point now, so we'll see. I mean, I hope there's rain, because that would really, really spice this up. If it does rain and Nick BT and Jules can stay out till that point, well, they've pulled an absolute worldie, haven't they?
Kudos to them, as Jay Sarge has finally got around the outside of Jules, and
Sarge is now going to set a sight on those two just ahead of him. So that's going to be an interesting battle that plays out between Sarge and Mudev. Obviously, Mudev's not got a penalty. Notorious, we know, has several penalties. But the other interesting thing now is Calvin versus Chris as well. That's a good little battle for P4. The only thing, again, with Chris is 3-second penalty. Oh, he's gone very, very wide. Chris is in the gravel. That wing damage is definitely costing Chris here.
Well, I'm keeping an eye on someone as well, because Bobo he's done his pit stop now. If he can clear the 2 cars ahead of him in G-Star... No, sorry, in Jackster and Sociopath. Quite shortly. He's got a nice little clean bit of air between himself and the next group of cars. So if he can start pushing some laps through.
I am wondering if Bobo can go... Bobo probably can go to the end here.
Possibility.
Eugenie can't. If Bobo can really bang the laps in, could he come out in front of Eugenie? How long's the pit stop here?
I'm not sure, but he's just done a double overtake on the start-finish straight.
Yeah, I've just caught the end of it. That is brave, but it's worked out. He needed that, that's for sure. Next, he's going to set his sights on G-Star, so that's going to get interesting very quickly. Obviously, G-Star, though, the issue for Bobo is G-Star is in the DRS now of his teammates, so it's good to see G-Star as well back up there. I've watched Tier 1 a few times this season. He's looked nowhere near himself, but he's right back up there in the mix in the top 10 today, so it's good to see him competitive again.
Yeah, it's good to see a good few, a lot of the old Tier 1 boys back up there punching with the heavy hitters.
Yeah, most definitely. But this is an interest. There's a lot more overtakes I expect. I've seen a lot more overtakes than I expected to as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's looking like, as I say, Joni's just up on a world of his own at the moment. Nick's finally coming into pits.
Yeah, I think that's a brave shot. He's obviously going to come out behind Bobo. How far behind though? That's the interesting bit, because let's not forget, when Bobo came in, Nick was within the DRS.
Bobo at the moment? Bobo is past him. He's already going towards Tamburello. He's already down the start-finish straight.
Bobo's undercut there. Now. Bobo's undercut there has gained him what? For a good 7 seconds.
Nick BT's going to be quick. He'll be quick the second stint. The car's lighter. He's on the faster tyres now. He's on for a good result.
Yeah, definitely. He's
the Red Bulls are looking like they're going to have a fight in the next few laps or two.
Yeah.
G-Star and Jules. Laurent Mekies will be pulling out the rest of his air, and that still feels weird to say.
Yeah, I when you said Laura Mekies, I actually had to think of the fact that he was the Red Bull team principal. I was like, what?
He is, yeah, no, yeah. It's still weird to me.
Yeah.
That literally, the one guy who's been there for 20 years now is not there.
Well, he's not even in F1, like, full stop.
Well, there is the rumours about. I saw with him the other day. There is the rumours possibly he may take the team principal job at Cadillac.
That would be interesting, but it's also like a big risk for him.
I could just if that is the case, I could see the Vietnam flashbacks when Checo walks in for his first day.
The thing is, I feel like Checo's been given an opportunity that not a lot of F1 drivers get, and that's a second chance. I mean, I still, don't get me wrong, Checo was poor, particularly in his last season at Red Bull. But we saw at Sauber, we saw at Force India, Racing Point, so on and so forth. He is a good driver.
Oh yeah, definitely is.
He's obviously not championship material. But
G-Star and Bobo swapped.
He is good.
I'm looking forward to seeing who Cadillac do pick.
Yeah. I think it'll be Checo and Bottas personally. I think the experience will take them a long way, but we'll see.
Well, how many championships have they been a part of in the last 15 years, in the last 10 years?
Well, I mean, I think saying they've been part of championships is probably a broad statement because they've both been with very dominant teammates. So it was like...
Oh, true.
But they have both been in a top team. They know how to win races. Let's just say that. So.
Oh, definitely. But I'm going back to, as I say, just with our current one, and Bobo. Oh, is that
what's happened?
Who's that off at the top of the
hill?
hill?
That's Lorpy.
Lorpy's at a moment, yeah. But he's got the leader coming up behind him to lap him.
Lapped. Yeah, not a good
he's let
day
him
for
through.
Lorpy,
Nice.
sadly.
No, it's unfortunate, as I say, but it's last race of the season now. Just get your heads up, blow the cobwebs off, and we'll be back for next season. Just going on down towards 10th and 11th at the moment. Jackster and KG are having a nice little ding-dong fight in the Williams and the Mercedes.
Yeah, I'm going to cut to that quickly, even though there's a good battle starting to form between Sarge and... Actually, I'll come back to that when we get to the straight. I'm going to go to Sarge versus Mahmudev in the battle for P6. Obviously, Sarge has the penalty, but... Oh, Sarge has actually had a moment because he was within the DRS. And in the last few corners, he's dropped out. He's had a big moment at the first lap, so he's locked up.
Car's looking quite twitchy. I wonder if he's going to...
Yeah,
he's boxing.
Yeah. I think that's probably a good idea when you make a mistake like that. Maybe he's just finally felt the end of the life of his tyres. But let's go and have a look at who's Jackster fighting with.
Jackster with KG.
Where's KG gone?
I think there's been a moment on there, but
yeah, I was gonna say what's happened there.
J Sarge hasn't fixed the wing.
Maybe the car feels okay. What a move that is from Nick BT around the outside of Jackster.
Yeah, and Sociopath's right on his gearbox as well now, so this is going to be a... Oh, this is going to be a fight going in towards Villeneuve. Watch out, the Mercedes is right on your back.
The Mercedes is actually going to have a little look. It's KG. He's going around the outside, and he's gone deep though. But he may get the exit that's saved. No, he traction cut out, but he's still sort of there.
GTS has had a bit of a moment just for toes, and he's
all good?
His teammate up a little bit.
He's let his teammate go, I think so. Oh no, he's actually got back in front of his teammate. Oh no, that's not gone. That's not going to go down well. Interestingly though, we've got Calvin versus Chris. These two back in a fight. Chris managed to get past Calvin earlier.
Yeah.
Can Calvin get him back?
I don't see why not, as Notorious is taken to the pit lane.
Here comes Calvin. Oh yeah, Notorious will be serving his penalty. That is for sure. So that's going to cost him quite a few places. G-Star's also come in, so that's his second stop. Nick, though, is absolutely flying on those mediums.
Yeah, he is, and especially with the car lighter, he's not. Let me just have a quick check on one thing quickly. A moment. 3 seconds. He's not out of the show yet. He's not out of the woods yet for a podium. He's got a chance.
He does.
We're double podium for Aston Martins.
The only thing, I mean,
Chris, another 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think the wing is really, really hurting Chris here. I think Chris is probably pushing a little bit too hard, and the lack of downforce is kicking in when he is pushing. Does that make sense?
Well,
or am I chatting rubbish?
Yeah, but he's been. No. He's been on those tyres the same amount of time as the guys ahead of him. So I wonder if he's, as you said, if he's starting to feel the
wing damage along with the tyre wear.
Yeah.
Because we can see Chris has some raw pace. There's no debating that. But I think also we've seen him make quite a few mistakes, which you would probably put on the wing damage, like the going wide into the gravel earlier at, is it Tamburello? I think it was. So
the first chicane.
No. The lap, the corner, which one is the corner where Lando invalidated in 21, where he would have got pole?
Piratella,
that's the one. Yeah.
KG's out. I think he's calling quits in the pit lane. Unfortunate for him.
Why has he done that? He was in such good position.
He was in good points. Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, back with this battle, as you say, Chris is going to be under a bit of pressure still from the Williams.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Look who's speaking of, as you say, with this battle, look who's creeping into view now. It's that Alpine, as the leader has boxed.
Yeah, it certainly is. Bobo is now in the mix. The thing is, these two should be... Joni, where is he? Do you know what?
He's in the lane.
Genuinely, this is going to be very, very close between Bobo. He's ahead of him.
Bobo, yeah, he's
come through the middle of everyone else.
He's got both of them.
How the hell has he gone through the middle of that gap? I've cut to it, on board with him. It does justice of how small that gap was.
If that had gone wrong, that would have turned confetti into three cars into confetti.
Bottas and Russell with 3 cars rather than 2.
What a move from Bobo.
Do you know what the most important thing about that is? It's more cars between him and you, Joni.
But has Bobo got a pit again?
No. He's only done 10 laps. He's got 8 to go. I think 18 is possible. Granted, the tyres are going to be dead come the end. But
the
as
car's
we
going to be
pointed
lighter,
out,
though.
The car will be lighter. I'm not saying he... I mean, he can do it. But Joni is going to be stupidly quick on those mediums.
Oh yeah, he's pushing the Sauber through the Ravazzas at the moment.
Yeah, I've just cut to him and I'm like, whoa, this is going to be over. He's going to get before the DRS even opens. Bye, have a great time.
He's through. Yeah, he's gone. All right, Modev, see you later.
Chris is also past Calvin for P3. These two are still scrapping. These two have been scrapping for the longest time. It's the battle of the wounded between those two with the front wing damage. So...
Yeah, but if they keep going at each other, they're playing into Joni's hands. Just thinking, right, you two keep fighting, I'm just going to be able to pick you off.
I do wonder if Chris and Calvin are potentially just going to try and go to the end, just to try and minute, particularly Chris with the 6 seconds. Maybe, I think that probably makes more sense for him.
Yeah, I wonder if Joni gets to them, I don't think they would fight. Just to keep up their positions, but I mean, look at the traction difference, as I say, on the newer tyres through Akam and Arali. Joni's just driven cleanly past Calvin.
Actually, I've just realised something who we completely haven't mentioned yet, but has a 10-second lead. We know Ant, he's not pitting again. What's happened?
Stop for Joni.
Eugeni's just passed both down the straight as well. I think Calvin had a minute out the second Ravazza as well. But yeah, we know Ant's not pitting again. We know that for an absolute guaranteed fact. There's no debate about that.
What did I call him earlier?
He is the tyre whisperer. Yeah. So there is more chance of me winning a race in Tier 1 in the future of Ant pitting in this race. And bear in mind that there is no chance of me ever even racing in Tier 1. So...
You never know.
And Bobo's only taken 7/10. Like, he's not catching Ant enough to get him. But let's not forget that Eugeni has just taken a second out of Bobo in one sector. So, yeah.
I wonder if Ant's trying to see if he can get to the rain.
Hold on, let me look. Actually, there is rain coming. I forgot about the rain, you know. Thank you for bringing that up. I completely forgot about that.
Well, my new informant from Ferrari was able to let me know.
I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of Ferrari. If I'm totally honest.
But this new guy, Bark Modson, he seemed like he was a trusted source.
Bark Modson. I'm not sure if I'll be too happy with that though. It sounds like a dog. Oh, someone's just straight line the chicane. I think, yeah, Sociopath just goes straight over the chicane, which has given the place to, obviously, Jules and Sarge. Tell you what, though, what an impressive drive this is from Jules, considering he started last.
Bobo and Eugeni have switched.
Yeah, I was watching the other battle between these guys, and Eugeni has got Bobo.
I think maybe Bobo slightly let him go.
Yeah, the thing is, right, 8.6 in 5 laps. I mean, it's doable, but
Eugeni needs to push.
If Ant wins this with wing damage,
kudos to him. Eugeni's going to get some help, though.
Very shocked. Nick PT pit again. I wonder if he got some sort of damage that we were not expecting, or his tyres went off quicker than he expected to, because he's down to 14th now. Yeah, Eugeni should catch, but yeah, look, alright, sorry. Eugeni, oh, there's a car backwards. I've just cut to GTS and he was very backwards. But,
yeah, it's down to
Eugeni has taken 2 seconds out of that one lap, which means he's going to catch him with 2 to go at this rate.
We're going to get a Fernando Alonso, Michael Schumacher situation from 2005.
Yeah, I think we certainly might. I mean, but if the rain hits, all of a sudden, Ant's
in the driving seat.
Well, he's on the worst of the 2 tyres. But it still levels the playing field a bit more for him.
Oh yeah, definitely. But as you say, if we do get this battle, as I say, for the end of the race, unlike ITV, we will not go to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we might. I haven't decided yet. He's taken 2.5 seconds out of Ant this lap. Eugeni is officially on a charge.
He's driving like a man possessed.
Yeah, this I think Ant probably is wishing he was sat on a toilet right now rather than in a rig.
But I think he's catching's one thing, passing is another. It's if Eugeni gets to him,
with that high difference though, I think we've seen with Eugeni that the traction he's going to get compared to, they've got Ant done 25 laps.
But he's got 2.5 seconds to get.
He has.
It's going to be very nip and tuck.
If Ant does this, honestly, this will be one of the craziest wins I've ever seen in my life.
If Ant does win this race, I will tip my hat to him for
but you know what the thing is, right? Bobo pitted and came out in front of Eugeni, okay? And not once did we talk about Ant winning this race. Not once. Neither of us.
No.
We didn't even think about it. And then I realised Ant's in the lead and Ant's not pitting again. And I was like, oh, well.
It's less than a second.
That's, yeah, I think this is game over now for Ant, sadly. I don't think he's going to have the traction. Unless the rain hit. Hold on. It's raining!
It's actually hit!
It's raining!
But is it going to get
And
wet
we'll
enough
be
before the
praying
end
that
of the
it
race?
absolutely monsoons right now. They turn DRS off immediately. That's what Ant is hoping for here.
I don't think it's going to get wet enough into 2 laps.
No, it's not, sadly for him. But, oh, he's had a big moment out of the revat, so that's going to be game over, I think. Certainly is. And Eugenie takes the lead.
Unfortunate, but Ant's had a fantastic run today, as I say, with the wing damage, and he's been on them tyres since pretty much. It's pretty much wearing the first safety car?
Well, yeah, it was the first safety car. That's when he pitted. Obviously,
Yeah,
Chris, Calvin, and Mahmood have gone for the same strat as well. This is an incredible drive. Thing is, there's a lot of drivers here that can put their names in the mix for driver of the day. Ant with his stint, Chris and Calvin with the wing damage, and Ant with the wing damage. Let's not forget those. Bobo with the return drive. Obviously, Jules as well started P20.
Yeah,
even Notorious. 10-second penalty has put himself back into P9. You know.
Yeah, as you pointed out, kudos to Jules. I'm just looking at the position change. He's had the biggest rise up today.
Let's quickly cut to penalties. I haven't looked at these yet. So we've got 6 for Chris, 9 for Sarge, 22 for Jules. Okay, I didn't realise he had that many. 9 for Notorious, 3 for Armor and G-Star, 6 for Socio, 19 for Nick, and 12 for Lorpy. So, Floppy Loppy is not having a good day.
No, but he's going to be coming home with some points.
No, fair play to him as well. He's actually going to the end while a lap down.
As we go on to the final lap of the season.
In Tier 1, yes. But Notorious has just passed Jules is in the wall.
Oh,
and he's retired on track.
Oh, no.
He didn't DNF from the crash. I've literally just witnessed that on stream. Anyway, moving on. Bobo is actually catching up to Ant now. Yeah,
he is.
But he's not going to get the move done because the DRS is going to be virtually ineffective unless Ant has a big moment. Bobo...
Well, I think the finish line comes up before the DRS line.
It does, yeah. So, unless Ant has a big moment... Thing is, though, those tyres... Ant can't turn the car! Bobo's now got a chance! Ant's had a huge moment! Is Bobo going to take this on the final lap?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, there's contact!
3 seconds to both of them.
And Ant's now lost it totally. The tyres have gone. Ant's tyres have totally fallen off the cliff. They are gone.
He looks like he's driving on an ice rink.
Yeah, Bobo will take second on the finale. Ant's got a 3-second penalty for that
does take the victory.
Eugenie does win. Sorry, Eugenie, I didn't cut to you, but you have won. Brilliant drive. Bobo will take second and will still get third. I mean, it's a great drive. I think he'll be disappointed not to get second in the end. Bailey will get third on track, fourth on track, but will lose it to Calvin on penalties. But he has just about done enough to hold off Mahmood, who will stay in P6. But a sensational drive from Mahmood.
Yeah, fantastic from him.
Sarge will come home. Sarge will come home just about, and will just about hold on to P7 as well. With the 9 seconds.
With Notorious, yeah.
But I mean, even with, he's just enough ahead of Armar to hold on to it as well. So that's incredibly impressive from him. G-Star will be 10th.
Stays P9, G-Star P10.
Sociopath will cross the line in P11, but will lose it to Jackster with the 3 seconds to the 6 seconds. So Sociopath will take 11th, but Jackster will take it from him. And then Nick with the 22 seconds will come across the line after them, but he will finish ahead of Lorpy. Wow, what a last up that was. That was
a stunning race.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning race. Cracking drive from Mijoni.
Yeah, it was. There are a lot of great drives there. In fact, a lot of insane drives there, I'll go as far as to say. There was a lot of drivers that... Driver of the day there, let's just say. But
yeah, definitely. I could agree with that.
Very, very impressive. But your provisional results for Tier 1. Eugenie takes the win. Bobo is second. Ant will be third. Calvin is P4. Bailey in P5. Mahmood in P6. Sarge P7. Notorious P8. Armar P9. G-Star in P10. Jackster P11. Sociopath P12. Nick BT in P13. And Lorpy is the last classified driver. And then Jules, GTS, KG, Airways, Mark, and Kaiser Soze all did not finish. Andrew, for the final time in Tier 1 this season, who is your driver of the day?
I will, because he did so many laps on those tyres, with wing damage, I will actually give it to Ant.
Yeah, that's more than fair enough. That it was a very impressive stint from him. I'm actually just going to, like, as much as I agree with you and deserves it, I'm going to give an honourable mention and a driver that's good to see back up there. I'm going to give it J Sarge from me. Very consistent race,
That's a very
good
shout.
points. Been a while, a bit of a confidence booster. J Sarge will get the other driver of the day, but there's so many that deserve it. I'm not taking it away from anyone.
Can't deny it.
Andrew, thank you. My partner in crime a lot again this season in Tier 1, so thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always.
No worries. It has been a pleasure as always, Connor. Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll probably be sharing this exact spot next season. But as for the rest of you, Tier 1 is now over and done with, but there's still 3 races to come of Season 17. Tier 3 at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Tier 4 at 8:45. Yes. And then Tier 0, I think, is at 7 on Thursday. I actually don't know the start time of that. I believe it is, yes. I think it is. So, yeah, don't miss out on those races. There's still a championship to fight for in Tier 4. I think there's still 3 drivers that can win it. And I believe the Tier 3 one might still be up for grabs as well. No. I don't know. It might be. I think it is. So I actually don't know. And then obviously Bobo is your Tier 0 champion, but still everything to play for in terms of pride. But yeah, thank you all for watching it. Thank you for joining everyone who's tuned into Tier 1 and Tier 2 this season. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you again now in Season 18. Take care and good night.
Good night, everybody.